this is what I'm seeing, that nations are now calling Israel out and going to the side of Hamas.
And China was very lukewarm after October 7th.
Right.
So they came out saying we want both sides to exercise restraint. They did not condemn Hamas for their activities on October 7th. Likewise, Russia
came out, and their first statement was to call for a ceasefire. I mean, immediately after, all the other nations were saying Israel has the right and even the duty to defend themselves. Russia responded by saying, we need a ceasefire.
And then immediately afterwards, they hosted a Hamas delegation and Iran's foreign minister in Moscow. What message was being sent by that? And then you have a representative to the UN declare that Israel has no right to defend itself.
But let's take it even one step further, because I have to tell you, I was like, it was one of those palm to forehead moments. Should I do that again?
It was good.
When Russia came out and accused Israel of war crimes.
Exactly.
I said, are you kidding me? Are you the same Russia that's attacking Ukraine and deliberately attacking civilians and infrastructure so that they're going to go through the winter as cold as possible? Is this the same Russia that is accusing Israel of war crimes? That is like, are you kidding me?
Couldn't agree more. And you know, by the way, they also said that they're coordinating with China regarding the Middle East.
And and of course, that is the idea that they would be brokers. They want to be brokers of world domination. They want to be brokers of the geopolitical happenings in the world.
Now, it took a long time for me to get there, but let's talk about Iran.
That was the longest route to Iran I've ever seen.
It was a good one, though. So in the Bible called Persia, so whenever you see Persia in the Bible, that is a reference to Iran. It became the Islamic Republic of Iran in 1979. And it is a known fact that it is the largest state funder of terrorism in the world. And its goal, very clear. In fact, it was just announced this last week. It's not a slogan. It's their goal to destroy the United States.
The great Satan.
The great Satan. And also Israel, the little Satan as well. And basically enact Sharia law across the globe.
Right. By force of domination. So their influence in the area is seen in several key places. One is Hamas, and they of course are very concerned because they're going to lose Hamas. And then Hezbollah to the north, and also the Houthis in Yemen.
Which there's been some activity there.
Well, and interestingly, I mean, Yemen, the Houthis were sending intercontinental ballistic missiles.
They're saying it might be another front of the war.
Where could they possibly get intercontinental ballistic missiles?
I don't know. Beats me.
I'm going to think Iran. And the United States shot them down. Mm-hmm. Israel shot them down as well, which is very interesting. But they have not entered the war. We really thought Hezbollah in the north would attack, but interestingly, they did not.
Israel's holding them off right now. They're kind of taking care of business with Hamas to the southwest, but they're keeping their eye to the north. Because Hezbollah, you're talking about a whole different game if they get involved with the with the battle.
That's right.
I mean, their army's well-trained. From last reports I read, they have 20 to 25,000 full-time soldiers and tens of thousands of those who are in reserve as well. And they've got armaments like missiles, like 400 long-range missiles that they have, over 140,000 mortars that they have.
And they are well equipped. That would completely overwhelm Israel in the north.
Yes.
And then, of course, Iran is making themselves very, very clear into what's happening.